What is the most insane family drama you have seen unfold at a wedding? At my brother's wedding, a highly emotional incident unfolded, which I deeply regret but felt compelled to address. To provide some context, I've been happily married to my wife, Kate, for 2 years, and we've been together for 4. Kate is an incredible, selfless, and resilient person who has overcome a lot in her life. She endured a difficult upbringing in an abusive household and faced sexual assault twice during her college years. When we first met, Kate was completing her senior year of college, and shortly after, she experienced a severe bout of depression, leading to self-harm. My best friend and I supported her through this challenging period and encouraged her to seek professional help, given the seriousness of her condition. She spent a few months in a mental health facility to work through her past traumas. Throughout her stay, I visited her weekly and maintained daily contact to reassure her of my unwavering support. Sharing these concerns about Kate with my family often led to mixed reactions. Many of them struggled to understand why I would stand by someone with such deep-seated issues, given our relatively recent connection. I consistently responded by explaining that I couldn't express the profound connection I felt with Kate. I admired her strength and resilience in the face of adversity and was committed to being a part of her life, whatever the challenges may be. I urged my family to accept this decision. My dedication to making Kate happy knows no bounds. She's worked tirelessly to overcome her past, and I couldn't be prouder of her accomplishments. Though she has grown into a happier, confident, and self-assured individual, she continues to carry her past traumas. I remain by her side, doing everything I can to alleviate her burden. Occasionally, I've had to cancel family plans over the years due to Kate's panic attacks or moments of vulnerability when she needed a quiet evening. Such occurrences are infrequent, and Kate always reaches out to my family afterward, offering heartfelt apologies and seeking an opportunity to reschedule. Fast forward to a week ago, when my brother tied the knot with his now wife. The wedding was proceeding smoothly, and the reception was a joyful affair. Kate was having a wonderful time dancing with my sisters until an accidental trip from one of our cousins caused her to fall. She experienced a severe panic attack as a result. Our cousin did his best to assist, and there were no hard feelings between them. Kate even apologized to him for scaring him, and he good-naturedly made light of the situation, attributing it to his 2 left feet. However, my brother's reaction was far from understanding. While Kate was in the midst of her panic attack, he became agitated and started shouting at us, demanding that we relocate elsewhere if she was going to create a scene. As I focused on comforting Kate, I had to carry her to a private area and stayed with her until she had calmed down. She felt immense guilt, repeatedly expressing her fears of ruining the event. I assured her that his actions were inexcusable and that the situation wouldn't have escalated if he hadn't made it worse. Kate couldn't control her panic attacks, whereas my brother could control his outbursts. His behavior only exacerbated her distress. My anger toward him still smoldered, but my immediate concern was calming Kate. I then resolved to have a conversation with my brother about the incident. He and his wife were both visibly upset that Kate couldn't remove herself from the situation before the breakdown. Taking a few deep breaths, I explained to them that she couldn't suppress a flashback, as they occur involuntarily. I educated them on the nature of flashbacks, emphasizing that during such episodes, they feel as real as the traumatic event itself. I asked them to empathize with her position and consider how they would feel if they believed they were about to be harmed and were in a state of sheer terror, only to receive berating and shouting instead of assistance. My brother argued that it was different because her trauma was rooted in the past and merely part of her issues. I disagreed, asserting that her experience was real, and the emotional turmoil during a flashback was just as genuine. Furthermore, I stressed that they were being unfair to someone who had consistently treated them kindly, even on her most challenging days. One of my sisters acknowledged that my brother had acted inappropriately and told him to stop overreacting. In response, my brother's temper flared again, and he confronted me directly. He declared that if I hadn't married a girl with issues stemming from her past experiences, his wedding wouldn't have been disrupted. My patience ran out, and I resorted to physical force, punching him and inadvertently breaking his nose. He fell to the ground in tears, and I confronted him, asserting that he was more damaged than she would ever be. I made it clear that if I ever discovered he had spoken ill of Kate in such a manner again, there would be severe consequences, and then I left the scene. My parents attempted to mediate, acknowledging that what my brother said was hurtful, but also suggesting there may be some truth to it. I reacted strongly, expressing that I didn't want to hear from anyone who held such negative views. Kate doesn't need that negativity in her life, and I don't need individuals who can't respect and appreciate the most significant presence in my life. I recognize that resorting to violence was wrong, but it was a response to protect Kate, who has experienced fear, depression, and pain in her life. Nevertheless, I want to emphasize that Kate was never broken or damaged. Insinuating that the strongest person I've ever met is nothing more than a shattered object in need of repair pushed me beyond reason in that moment. While my sisters and most extended family members support my actions, my parents, brother, and certain other relatives remain upset that I struck him on the most important day of his life. Nevertheless, I stand by my decision not to apologize, as I believe his actions were equally unjust.